Welcome to the channel of Doshi Classes. In this video, we are going to see the lesson number 3, that is Physiography and Drainage of Standard 10 of Maharashtra Board. Friends, I am going to use some Hindi English language for the better understanding. Physiography का मतलब होता है different type of landform available in the country, like mountains, hills, plains, plateaus, etc. ड्रेनेज का मतलब होता है द रिवर सिस्टम इन द कंट्री, दैट इज फ्रॉम वेयर द रिवर स्टार्ट्स, हाउ इट फ्लोज एंड वेयर इट एंड्स. अगेन इन दिस चैप्टर देयर इज अ कंपैरिजन बिटवीन फिजियोग्राफी एंड ड्रेनेज ऑफ इंडिया with the physiography and drainage of Brazil. First we shall see the physiography of India. इंडिया में 5 मेजर फिजियोग्राफिक डिविजन्स हैं. They are the Himalayas, the North Indian plains, the peninsula, the coastal plains and the island groups. Now we shall start with the first physiographic division of India, that is Himalayas. Friends, एशिया के लिटरेचर, माइथोलॉजी एंड रिलीजन में हिमालयास का बहुत बड़ा सिग्निफिकेंस है. हिमालयास stretches themselves uninterruptedly for 2500 kilometers from west to east. That is from Pamir Knot in Tajikistan in the west and to Tibet in the east. Himalayas passes through the nation of India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Bhutan and Nepal. Himalaya is not a single mountain range, but there are several parallel ranges in the system. हिमालयास एक सिंगल माउंटेन रेंज नहीं है, पर हिमालयास में बहुत सारे पैरेलल रेंजेस हैं. द सदर्न मोस्ट एंड द यंगेस्ट रेंज इज़ नोन एज शिवालिक. शिवालिक के ऊपर है लेसर हिमालयास, जिसे हम हिमाचल भी कहते हैं, एंड लेसर हिमालयास के ऊपर है ग्रेटर हिमालयास, जिसे हम हिमाद्री भी कहते हैं. इसका मतलब हिमालयाज में 3 मेजर रेंजेस हैं. साउथ से नॉर्थ तक जाते समय उसका नाम है शिवालिक, लेसर हिमालयास एंड ग्रेटर हिमालयास. द माउंटेन रेंजेस आर ऑल्सो डिवाइडेड इनटू वेस्टर्न हिमालयास और कश्मीर हिमालयास, सेंट्रल हिमालयास और कुमाऊन हिमालयास एंड ईस्टर्न हिमालयास और आसाम हिमालयास. इंडिया में हिमालयास जम्मू एंड कश्मीर से स्टार्ट होते हैं एंड अरुणाचल प्रदेश में एंड होते हैं. काराकोरम, लद्दाख एंड कैलाश आर द इम्पॉर्टेंट माउंटेन रेंजेस इन द हिमालयन माउंटेन सिस्टम. Now we shall proceed with the next physiographical division of India, that is North Indian Plains. The North Indian Plain lies between the Himalayan mountains in the north and the peninsula in the south. It extends from Rajasthan and Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. It is mostly a flat, low-lying area. इसका मतलब नॉर्थ इंडियन प्लेन्स ये हिमालयन माउंटेन्स और इंडियन पेनिनसुला के बीच का रीजन है, और ये राजस्थान एंड पंजाब से लेके असम तक फैला हुआ है. नॉर्थ इंडियन प्लेन को 3 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. फर्स्टली द लो लाइंग एरिया टू द ईस्ट ऑफ अरावलीज, इसे गंगा प्लेन्स भी कहते हैं. सेकेंड द डेल्टा रीजन ऑफ गंगा ब्रह्मपुत्रा रिवर, जो इंडिया के वेस्ट बंगाल में है और बांग्लादेश में है. दिस रीजन इज़ ऑल्सो नोन एज सुंदरबंस. सुंदरबन में दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा मैंग्रोव फॉरेस्ट है, और यहाँ पे दुनिया का सबसे लार्जेस्ट डेल्टा रीजन भी है. एंड द लास्ट डिवीजन ऑफ द नॉर्थ इंडियन प्लेन इज ऑक्यूपाइड बाय डेजर्ट. इट इज़ नोन एज स्टार डेजर्ट और मरुस्थली. इट इज़ मोस्टली ऑक्यूपाइड इन द स्टेट ऑफ राजस्थान. मतलब नॉर्थ इंडियन प्लेन्स के 3 पार्ट्स हैं, गंगा प्लेन्स, सुंदरबंस और टार डेजर्ट. द ग्रेट इंडियन डेजर्ट को मरुस्थली इसके लिए भी कहते हैं क्योंकि वहाँ पे एराइड क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस हैं और बहुत कम वेजिटेशन है. मरुस्थली का मतलब है द लैंड ऑफ द डेड. Now we shall proceed with the next physiographical division of India, that is the Indian Peninsula. The area lying to the south of North Indian plains and tapering towards the Indian Ocean is called as Indian Peninsula. Indian Peninsula ये नॉर्थ इंडियन प्लेन्स के साउथ में है. It consists of many plateaus and hill ranges. Aravalli ranges are located in the north of Indian Peninsula. Aravallis are the oldest fold mountains in the Indian Peninsula. इंडियन पेनिनसुला में बहुत सारे प्लेट्यूज भी हैं, जैसे महाराष्ट्र प्लेट्यू, कर्नाटक तेलंगाना प्लेट्यू, छोटा नागपुर प्लेट्यू एक्सेट्रा. वेस्टर्न घाट्स इंडियन पेनिनसुला के वेस्टर्न कोस्ट में माउंटेन रेंजेस हैं जो नॉर्थ टू साउथ डायरेक्शन में जाते हैं. इन्हें वेस्टर्न घाट्स कहते हैं. सो वेस्टर्न घाट इज द माउंटेन रेंज दैट रन्स north to south parallel to the west coast of Indian Peninsula. Many peninsula rivers like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri have their source in Western Ghat. Western Ghat में से गोदावरी, कृष्णा, कावेरी जैसे नदियों का उगम है. Western Ghat is the series of mountain ranges. The Western Ghats separates the westward flowing river meeting Arabian Sea from the eastward flowing river meeting Bay of Bengal. जैसे इंडियन पेनिनसुला के वेस्टर्न कोस्ट पे वेस्टर्न घाट्स है, वैसे ही इंडियन पेनिनसुला के ईस्टर्न कोस्ट पे ईस्टर्न घाट्स है. ईस्टर्न घाट ये कंपैरेटिवली वाइडर है वेस्टर्न घाट से. ईस्टर्न घाट का एल्टीट्यूड भी वेस्टर्न घाट के एल्टीट्यूड से लो है. मतलब ईस्टर्न घाट के माउंटेन्स का हाइट वेस्टर्न घाट के माउंटेन्स के हाइट से कम है. कंपैरेटिवली लेस नंबर ऑफ रिवर्स ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम ईस्टर्न घाट. नाउ वी शैल प्रोसीड विद फिजियोग्राफिकल डिवीजन ऑफ इंडिया, दैट इज कोस्टल प्लेन्स. इंडिया इज ब्लेस्ड विद अ लॉन्ग कोस्ट लाइन which is nearly 7,500 kilometers. The coastal plains lies to the western and eastern part of peninsula. The western coastal plain borders Arabian Sea. It is by and large a rocky coast. Its width is less. The rivers originating from Western Ghats are short and swift, and hence they form estuaries and not deltas. Estuaries are the place where the salt water and the fresh water mix. वेस्टर्न घाट से आती हुई नदियाँ बहुत छोटी होती है, स्विफ्ट होती है, मतलब उनके पानी का फ्लो बहुत फास्ट होता है, इसलिए वो एस्टरीज बनाती है, डेल्टा नहीं बनाती. द ईस्टर्न कोस्ट इज बॉर्डर्ड बाय बे ऑफ बंगाल. इट इज फॉर्म्ड बाय द डिपोजिशनल वर्क ऑफ द ईस्टवर्ड फ्लोइंग रिवर्स लाइक गंगा एंड कावेरी. द विड्थ ऑफ द ईस्टर्न कोस्ट इज कंपैरेटिवली मोर. द स्लोप इज जेंटल. Most of the rivers meet Bay of Bengal. They form delta on the eastern coast. Which gulf is near to the coastal area of Gujarat? Gulf of Kutch and Gulf of Khambayat are the gulf near the coastal area of Gujarat. ये अपने टेक्स्ट बुक का क्वेश्चन है. The last physiographical division of India is the island groups. India has many small and large islands along the coast of the mainland. India has got two large group of islands, one in Arabian Sea and other in Bay of Bengal. The islands in Arabian Sea is known as Lakshadweep, whereas the islands in Bay of Bengal are known as Andaman and Nicobar Islands. इंडिया के कोस्ट पे बहुत सारे छोटे बड़े आइलैंड्स हैं. इसे हम दो मेजर ग्रुप में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. एक आइलैंड जो अरेबियन सी में है और एक आइलैंड का ग्रुप जो बे ऑफ बंगाल में है. द आइलैंड का ग्रुप जो अरेबियन सी में है उन्हें लक्षद्वीप आइलैंड कहते हैं, और आइलैंड का ग्रुप जो बे ऑफ बंगाल में है उसे अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड्स कहते हैं. अंडमान एंड निकोबार के आइलैंड्स मेन लैंड ऑफ इंडिया से बहुत दूर है. मोस्टली ये वॉल्केनिक आइलैंड्स है. बैरन आइलैंड फ्रॉम अंडमान ग्रुप हैज़ द ओनली एक्टिव वॉल्केनो इन इंडिया. Now we shall study the physiographic division of Brazil. Most of the Brazil is occupied by highlands, plateaus and small mountains. Highland का मतलब है high और a mountainous land. Plateaus को हम elevated ground भी कह सकते हैं. तो ब्राज़ील एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे बहुत सारे हाईलैंड्स हैं, प्लेट्यूज है और छोटे छोटे माउंटेन्स हैं. देयर आर नो वाइड प्लेन्स इन ब्राज़ील, दैट इज ब्राज़ील में कोई ऐसे बड़े लंबे प्लेन्स भी नहीं है. इवन द कोस्ट लाइन प्लेन्स आर नॉट टू वाइड, मतलब ब्राज़ील के कोस्टल प्लेन्स भी बहुत नैरो है. ब्राज़ील में 5 फिजियोग्राफिक डिवीजन है. दैट इंक्लूड्स द हाईलैंड्स, the great escarpment, the coastal region, the plains and the island groups. Now we shall go into the first physiographic division of Brazil, that is the highlands. The southern part of Brazil is occupied by an extensive plateau. It is known as Brazilian highlands or Brazilian shield or Brazilian plateau. Brazilian and Guiana highlands together form the core of South American continent. From east to south, the Brazilian highlands have the altitude of more than 1000 meters. मतलब ईस्ट से साउथ जाएंगे तो ब्राज़ीलियन हाईलैंड्स का हाइट 1000 मीटर्स के आसपास या उसके ऊपर है, और दूसरे पार्ट्स में ब्राज़ीलियन हाईलैंड्स का हाइट दैट इज एल्टीट्यूड ये 500 से लेके 1000 मीटर है. द ब्राज़ीलियन हाईलैंड स्लोप्स टू द नॉर्थ. The slope of the highland is not very steep. Many rivers originate and flow from the northern slope of the highland of Brazil. Brazilian highland ये नॉर्थ को स्लोप करता है, इसके लिए वहाँ के जो रिवर्स है ये नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन में फ्लो करते हैं. Many tributaries of Amazon flow through this region and make many rapids and waterfalls. Rapids का मतलब होता है फास्ट फ्लोइंग स्ट्रीम एंड वाटरफॉल का मतलब होता है झरना. द रिवर्स लाइक उरुग्वे, पैराग्वे एंड पराना originates from the southern slope of Brazilian plateau. These rivers flow from Brazil and enters Argentina. The slope towards the east of Brazilian plateau is very steep. This steep slope of Brazilian plateau forms the Great Escarpment. The highlands of Brazil and Guyana together form the core of the continent of South America. देखो बच्चों, अगर ये क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे एक्सप्लेन द कैरेक्टर्स ऑफ हाईलैंड्स ऑफ ब्राज़ील, तो उसके आंसर में हमें कौन से पॉइंट्स इंक्लूड करने हैं वो देखेंगे. ब्राज़ीलियन आइलैंड से ब्राज़ील के कौन से पार्ट में है? सदर्न पार्ट. इसका हाइट क्या है? तो ईस्ट से साउथ जाएंगे तो 1000 मीटर्स और दूसरे पार्ट में 500 से लेके 1000 मीटर्स. नदर्न स्लोप ऑफ ब्राज़ीलियन हाईलैंड्स कैसे है? तो आपको पता ये ज़्यादा स्टीप नहीं है. यहाँ पे रिवर्स कैसे फ्लो होते हैं? तो नॉर्थवर्ड्स डायरेक्शन में फ्लो होते हैं, जो रैपिड्स एंड वाटरफॉल्स बनाते हैं. फिर ग्रेट एस्कार्पमेंट के बारे में कहना है, जो ईस्टवर्ड स्लोप है. यहाँ के स्टीप स्लोप को ग्रेट एस्कार्पमेंट कहते हैं. एंड लास्टली ब्राज़ील और गुआना हाईलैंड्स के बारे में कहना है. इन दोनों को मिला के मेन कोर होता है कॉन्टिनेंट ऑफ साउथ अमेरिका का. Write a short note on Great Escarpment. The Great Escarpment is the smallest physiographical region of Brazil. It starts from São Paulo to Porto Alegre. It runs along the eastern coast of Brazil. The altitude of Brazilian highlands in the region of Great Escarpment is approximately 790 meters. The Great Escarpment acts as a barrier to the southeast trade winds. The nature and the slope of Great Escarpment affects the climatic conditions of Brazil. The Great Escarpment leads to the heavy rains in the Brazilian coast and also leads to the rain shadow region to the northeast of Brazilian highlands. This rain shadow area is known as drought quadrilateral. Which is the highest peak in Brazil? Pico da Neblina is the highest peak in Brazil. It is nearly 2,995 meters above the sea level. The next physiographic division of Brazil is the coastal region. Brazil has a coastline about 7,400 kilometers. It can be divided into the northern coast and the eastern coast. It extends from Amapá provinces in the north to Rio de Grande do Norte in the east and is known as the northern coast or the North Atlantic coast. The coast extending from Rio Grande do Norte to the south is known as the eastern coast or the South Atlantic coast. The northern coast is characterized by the mouth of many rivers including Amazon. Therefore, this region is low-lying region. Many small rivers flows to the eastern coast. The only major river which meet the Atlantic Ocean here is São Francisco. Many beaches and sand dunes complexes lie on the eastern coast of Brazil. The Brazil coast is protected in some area by coral reef and atoll islands. The next physiographical division of Brazil is the plain. The plains in Brazil are divided into Amazon basin in the north and Paraguay-Paraná source region in the southwest. First, we shall look into the Amazon plains. Amazon plains are the largest plain land of Brazil. They lie between the Guiana Highlands and Brazilian Highlands in the northern part of Brazil. The width is maximum, that is nearly 1300 kilometers in the west, and the minimum width is 240 kilometers, where the Guiana Highlands and Brazilian Highlands come closer. The most of the area of Brazilian plains is inaccessible due to the tropical rainforest and frequent floods. The next plains of Brazil are the plains of Paraguay and Paraná rivers. They are located in the southwest of Brazilian Highlands, near the source region of Paraguay and Paraná river. The next category of the plains is Pantanal region. It is one of the largest wetlands in the world. It is characterized by swamps and marshes, and this is because Paraguay river and its tributary flow through Pantanal region. The Pantanal receives runoff from Brazilian highlands. The sediments and the erosional residue as well as the water remains filled throughout the year in this region, leading to the formation of swamps. पंतानल रीजन में बहुत सारी दलदल है, स्वैम्प है, क्योंकि यहाँ से पैरागुआ रिवर और उसके ट्रिब्यूटरीज जाते हैं और उन्हें ब्राज़ीलियन हाईलैंड से बहुत सारे पानी और सेडिमेंट्स मिलते हैं। ये बहुत सारा पानी और सेडिमेंट्स इस जगह पे डिपॉजिटेड रहते हैं, इसलिए यहाँ पे एक दलदल वाला इलाका हो गया है, जैसे स्वैम्प्स हो गए हैं। द पंतानल रीजन ऑल्सो एक्सटेंड्स टू द नेबरिंग कंट्री ऑफ अर्जेंटीना। द नेक्स्ट फिजियोग्राफिक डिवीजन ऑफ ब्राज़ील इज़ द आइलैंड्स। ब्राज़ील में दो टाइप के आइलैंड्स हैं, एक तो कोस्टल आइलैंड्स एंड मराइन आइलैंड्स। Most of the coastal islands are formed due to the depositional work of Amazon River and its tributary. The islands near the eastern coast of Brazil are coral islands. These islands are called as atolls. The next type of islands are marine islands. Marine islands were the part of the mainland of Brazil. They are located in the Atlantic Ocean and are nearly 300 kilometers away from the mainland of Brazil. The marine islands are rocky and are the top of submerged mountains. So we have learned the physiography of India and Brazil. Now we shall try to understand what is the difference between them. The physiography of India can be divided into Himalayas, the North Indian plains, the peninsula, the coastal plains and the island group. Whereas the physiography of Brazil can be divided into the highlands, the great escarpment, the coastal region, the plains and the island groups. There are many high and long extending mountains in India, whereas there is no such high and long extending mountains in Brazil. The highest range of altitude of mountains in India is from 6,000 meters to 8,000 meters. The highest range of altitude in Brazil is from 500 meters to 1000 meters. The western part of North Indian plain is occupied by desert. On the other hand, there is no such desert area in Brazil. There are many wide plains located in India, whereas there are no wide plains located in Brazil. In India, there are regions of backwaters, whereas there is no such thing in Brazil. There is no escarpment located in India, whereas there is a great escarpment located in Brazil. Now we shall study the drainage system in India. In India, the rivers are largely classified on the basis of their sources, that is Himalayan rivers and peninsular river. Himalayan drainage. Most of the Himalayan rivers originate from Himalayan glaciers. They are perennial in nature, that means they have water throughout the year. This is because in rainy season, the rivers get water because of rain, and in summer season, the rivers get water because of melting of snow. Therefore, most of the Himalayan rivers are perennial in nature. Himalayan rivers are classified into Sindhus river system and Ganga river system. In Sindhus river system, Sindhu is the main river and the main tributaries are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, etc. All these rivers flow from the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Satluj river originates near Mansarovar. The deposition of the sediments brought by the Satluj and its tributary has formed the Punjab and Haryana plains. Satluj river flows through Pakistan and then meets Arabian Sea. In the Ganga river system, Ganga is the main river and it originates from Gangotri glacier. Yamuna is the major tributary and it originates from Yamunotri. Dihang and Brahmaputra are the tributaries of Ganga. Chambal, Ken, Betwa, Shan, Damodar are the tributaries of Ganga. River Ganga has a huge volume of water and as well as it does the large amount of deposition work. Therefore, River Ganga has formed a large delta in its mouth. Now we shall proceed with the peninsular river. The peninsular rivers are classified into two categories, western flowing river and eastwards flowing river. The westwards flowing river meet Arabian Sea and the eastwards flowing river meet Bay of Bengal. The western Ghats form the major water divide in the peninsula. The west flowing rivers occupy the area between the Western Ghat and Arabian coastline. They are short in length but swift. We can find such short and swift rivers in the states of Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra and southern Gujarat. The rivers like Tapi, Narmada, Mahi and Sabarmati flow into the Gulf of Khambai. River Luni originates in the western slope of Aravalli and flow into the Gulf of Kutch. Eastwards flowing rivers in India are Ganga, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri originates from the eastern slope of Western Ghat. Godavari is the second largest river system in India. Krishna river is located to the south of river Godavari. Bhima and Tungabhadra are the major tributaries of river Krishna. River Kaveri flows through the state of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. It is used for drainage since long time. Now we shall see the drainage of Brazil. As far as drainage in Brazil is concerned, there are three major river basins, that is Amazon Basin, Paraguay-Paraná system in the southwest, Sao Paulo in the eastern part of the highland, and the other rivers at the coast. First we shall look into the Amazon Basin. Amazon river originates from the eastern slope of Andes mountains in Peru. Its main tributaries are Negro, Japura, Purus, Jingu, etc. Amazon river basin forms the largest plains in Brazil. It is located in the northern part of Brazil. Amazon River has a huge discharge of nearly 2 lakhs cubic meters per second. Due to the huge discharge, the sediments brought by the Amazon River are not deposited in the mouth. Generally, a network of distributaries is seen at the mouth of the river, but due to the lack of deposition of the sediments, a dense network of distributaries are not seen at the mouth of Amazon River. A series of islands are developed along the mouth of Amazon River. Now let's see some interesting facts of Amazon River. It is the second longest river in the world after Nile. Amazon River is the river with the largest discharge in the world. There are more than 1,100 tributaries of Amazon River. The river system flows through 3 different countries, that is Peru, Colombia and Brazil. Of course, the largest part of the river is located in Brazil. More than 3,000 species of electric eel are found in this river. The next major river basin is Paraguay-Paraná system in the southwest. Paraguay and Paraná river flow in the southwest direction in Brazil and meet river Plata in Argentina. It receives their headwaters from the southern slope of Brazilian highlands. The next important river basin is São Francisco. It is the third important river in Brazil. The entire basin is within Brazil. It originates from the eastern slope of Brazilian highlands. The river flows towards the north for the distance of 1,000 kilometers over the plateau and then takes a sharp eastward turn to enter the coastal strip along the Atlantic Ocean. Coastal rivers of Brazil. These rivers are short in length. They are quite significant due to the densely populated coastal zone. Interestingly, there is no westward flowing river in Brazil. Unfortunately, both Amazon and River Ganga are polluted, but as compared to Amazon, the pollution of River Ganga has greatly affected the human life. And this is because the density of the population in the Amazon River basin is comparatively low. There are less industries in Amazon River basin. As a result, the pollution of Amazon River is comparatively low. Comparatively, there are more industries in Ganga River basin and the density of the population is more.